All right, Coach, you've had a few days off. I guess it's kind of like your bye week in the league. How's it been just having a few extra days to kind of regroup and refresh, knowing that you're about to go on a really pivotal road trip?
Well, it's been important for us to really work on execution this week, to show up some things that we saw we can improve on. So that's what we've taken the week as an opportunity to try to continue to get better.
Coach, the pattern in conference play has always kind of, been win-loss, win-loss. Now that we're halfway and you're in the crucial final stretch, how important is it to start to get a win streak together?
Well, it'd be nice to try to get a win streak going, of course, to try to, string some games together. It's very competitive, as you know. Everyone's fighting for their lives in this conference every game. So, you're going to get a maximum effort from every opponent, and we're going to give a maximum effort. And, hopefully as we move forward, we can start to get, some momentum and string some games together.
Johnny, now that you've gotten the first kind of half of the Big 12 conference play out of the way, what do you like, what do you don't like about how your team has performed so well, and what sort of improvements do you want to see in the remainder of the season?
Well, we have to continue to get better, both defensively and offensively, execution-wise. Whether it's following the game plan, we have to be a little stricter and have more attention to detail with that. And whether it's on the offensive end, understanding how we need to connect, with each other in order to be more successful.
C.J. Walker, he's been out for the last couple of games. Now that there's maybe been a little bit more time, is he on the horizon to make a return?
He's still working his way back. He's not completely there yet, but he's working, he's improving. It's just a function of just, when he feels right and the timing's there for him to get back on the floor. But he is working towards that, which is good to see.
Like going off that, because of, you guys have been playing a lot of games close together, so how important was it to have this week off to try and heal up?
During the season, I pretty much like to keep playing. I think once you get in rhythm of playing games, I think the players want to get out there and continue to compete. But for us, being that we have been a little banged up, and like using CJ for an example, to give more time for him to continue to recover has not been the worst thing for us, because it's allowing him to continue to work his way back, into our, back to our team.
You got an important stretch of road games on the schedule in the next month and a half. What do you guys need to do to kind of get better on the road? You've had some struggles here and there on the road.
Well, we need to continue to just understand the importance of staying composed during the game. It's concentrating, making sure that we're locked in, and just being confident that you can win out there, like you're confident you can win at home. I think that's very important. So the 3 C's, composure, confidence, is very important for us to be successful.
Texas Tech is another one of those teams that's obviously been in the top 25, having a really good year. I know they've had a tough stretch of losing 3 straight, but just as you've evaluated them this week, what stands out to you about Texas Tech?
Really good basketball team, a lot of firepower. They can really score the basketball. They're tough, they're gritty. I can see why they've had the success they've had this year. They do a really good job on both sides of the basketball.
After the Oklahoma game, there was a video going around of you being shown a video of, people from out your career, like Coach K, Taco Fall, etc., all congratulating you on your 300th win. What was your reaction when watching that?
Just like I said, grateful for the opportunities I've had in this profession, both as a player and as a coach. Just really happy to see a lot of, players that I coached throughout the years, participate in the video. Really made it special for me. It just always sums up what I think every coach understands. No one gets there by themselves. No matter what you do in this profession, it's a team effort. And it's just a reminder of seeing each one of those players and what they represented for me is what made it so special.
Johnny, these next 2 road games are some of the longest of the season for you guys, with Texas Tech and then going to BYU. Are you guys doing anything different? Are you staying out in Texas Tech after the Texas Tech game, or are you guys coming back and then flying back out to BYU? What's the schedule look like for you guys?
We'll stay out.
Okay.
We'll stay out through the weekend and play on Tuesday. So we'll leave tomorrow, and we'll stay until we complete the trip.
Yes, about Coach K. Speaking of that, something I realized the other day, I didn't know it. Maybe it originated with your teams, is slapping the court when you want to get a defensive stop. I've seen teams do that for years. Is that something that originated maybe when you were there at Duke, or what's the origins of that?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't want to be quoted on it, but I didn't see nobody doing it before we did it back when I played for Coach K. So, but I don't want to speak out of turn. But as I recall, we were the first team that I can recall doing it. So.
Yeah, because I remember you guys did it the other. I mean, you've done it all year. I've seen just various teams through the years do that. And I thought I read something that it was a Coach K Duke thing that originated that. I had no idea. So.
Yeah. I remember doing that when I was playing for him. That's something that we instituted. It's something kind of to get a stop and to really kind of focus in on that possession. And so it was a really neat thing, and kind of seeing this team kind of take that on has been kind of fun for me as a coach. You know, thinking about my playing days and then watching them now, you know, doing that is something that, you know, and they've taken that ownership of that. It's not like I've made them do that. So that's what's made it so nice. And now I'm saying, hey, make sure you hit the floor.
I was about to ask that. So do you signal, hey guys, now's the time to slap the court? No, the players do it on their own.
Exactly. That's what made it so nice is seeing them take ownership of it, you know. And so, but they're growing. You know, they're growing into their roles. They're growing into who they can be as a team.
You look at the win against Oklahoma, looking back at the tape and everything, that second half, how you guys performed, attacking the rim and transition. How much was that something that really stood out to you that you were pleased with on your guys' performance?
Definitely. We wanted to get out and get out and transition, as you said, and we was able to convert, which is very, very important. So, you know, but defense leads to offense. I thought, you know, really good stingy defense led us to those situations, and I was glad to see our guys capitalize. That's what we have to be. As you've heard me mention all season long. You know, we want to play fast. We want to make it a 94-foot game. And the only way you can do that is to get stops so you can run and put pressure on the other teams so they can speed up. And I thought in both cases, you know, it worked out well for us the other night.
How integral was Shamari, his return the other night, just to the cohesiveness of everything you want to do, especially defensively? I don't know if he was 100% or not, but he looked close to it. It didn't look like he was missing a step. But just how big was it to have him back?
It's huge to have him back. Just his energy, his effort, as you mentioned before. He just makes multiple plays, multiple effort kind of guy. His leadership is missed, you know, whether it's in the locker room or on the court as well. You've heard me mention that before. He just gives you so much that, like I said, the box scores doesn't really show a lot. So I thought he really gave us a huge lift in that game. He couldn't have come back at a better time.
When you're looking at the Oklahoma tape, what aspects of the team's performance do you think that they need to build off of in order to hang with Texas Tech?
Well, we need to continue to get better. Every team is uniquely different, so game plan is different for each team that we face. You know, but we still want to continue to be good defensively. You know, that's very important for us is to understand the importance of every defensive possession. And offensively, we want to continue to get better at connecting. You know, I always look at our assist number, and we didn't have a high assist number against Oklahoma as well, but we want to make sure that we're connecting offensively with one another. We have good personnel, all players capable of making shots, so we got to make sure we make the right passes at the right time for our players to maximize who they can be out there.
Coach, with games coming thick and fast, what benefit is it for you not to have a weekday game this week?
Well, the benefit for us this week is we're able to continue to work on things that we have to do to continue to improve as a team. You know, continue to get healthy. Some guys are banged up. Of course, we know C.J. Walker, so it gives him another week without having to have to play against an opponent, continue to work on rehabbing and working his way back to our team.
All set?
Shit. Thanks a lot, Coach.
You guys are welcome.
Good luck this week.
All right,
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Safe travel.